You're watching Hexus TV and we're here at the Gadget Show live up in Birmingham, NEC. With me is Matt Tunks, who is the manager of Bert UK. Matt, welcome to Hexus TV. Tell me a little bit about Bert UK. What is it?
Basically, we specialise in mini and micro radio controlled cars, helicopters and anything else that I can get my hands on.
Okay, anything RC control basically,
Yes.
but it's got to be small.
Anything small.
Okay, right, so you've got that's a Lamborghini over there, isn't it?
That's a Lamborghini Murcielago.
Yeah.
It's called a Kyosho Di Nano.
What's that mean?
That means, well, it's half DNA and half nano, so they come up with the name D Nano.
Right.
Which basically is just explaining that it's a very small car.
Okay, and so how quick is it? Because I've seen those ones that recharge off of the little sort of like controller packs. Are they kind of amateur?
Completely different kettle of fish.
Right, okay.
This one here is 2.4 gigahertz technology, so there's no crystals, no glitching when you go near plug sockets. Everything is, it's like driving a real car.
Okay, can we see it in action?
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm going to talk to you whilst you drive, is that all right?
We'll try it.
All right, so just tell us a little bit about this track, because this I've had a feeling this is like a rubber surface. Is this?
Yeah, it's like a foam EVA surface. It's actually manufactured by a company called RCP.
Right.
And Kyosho obviously distribute it. And basically, it's like a big jigsaw.
Right.
So you can set it up in many different layouts, depending on what room you've got. You can also compete in an online point series.
Right, so explain about the, so this obviously goes together as like a jigsaw, like you said.
Yep.
So this is for like professional style racing, I guess?
Yes, yeah, we're talking 0.001 of a second between cars.
Right.
A lot of races.
Now you mentioned a timing system, so is there some sort of like way that the whole thing is actually timed?
There's an RF loop underneath the track, and
Yep.
each car has its own individual, like a timing tag.
Yep.
So the computer will know what make of car that is, whose car it is. You can program the tags to say whatever name you want them to say, and that's the same throughout. So it's sort of the industry standard. Or they also do an infrared loop that goes over the top of the track. Some people prefer either one. It doesn't really matter which one you use. You can use both. And
what's the point of having the loop and all that sort of thing? You mentioned about the timing. What is the point of all that?
That is so you can get as many laps as you can in 8 minutes on a set layout, and then you submit your times. It goes on a world leaderboard, and you could basically race from your house against other people all around the world.
Oh, fantastic. Do you have meets where you have all loads of cars on track at once?
Yeah, we have a minimum of 3 cars on a track this size, or then we go up to the larger scale tracks like the World Cup tracks, which are probably 20 by 15 metre tracks, and there is a World Cup competition.
Okay, now I'm very much of the mind though that bigger is better, so tell me what this one is here.
This one is a Mini Z four-wheel drive, which is a 1/28 scale version of the Di Nano.
Right.
Again, it's 2.4, so you can run, this is the same transmitter, I can run any one of these cars from this one controller.
Okay.
Once they're paired up.
And that's a drift car, is it?
That is a drift car.
So how does it work with doing timed laps? Surely it's just better to keep the car straight through the corners?
This is more for fancy stuff. We
Right.
don't really time these. The idea of drifting in general is to get as close to the barriers as you can.
Without hitting them?
Without hitting them. That
Yep.
scores you the points in real competition.
Yeah. I did Need for Speed Tokyo Drift.
Okay, so did I. These are more for fun. And
Right.
if I take the lid off, you'll see a bit more about the body.
Now I've got to ask you now, can you upgrade these things? Like, because I see these have got shiny, these are obviously shiny tyres for drifting, whereas that's going to have more like rubber tyres for grip.
More
Yeah.
grippy tyres.
See, I do know some of it.
You do.
Yeah.
These have got adjustable camber, so you get different points to adjust the camber with. You can adjust the toe in on front and back.
Right.
There are many different styles of motor, modified.
And can you change the
standard.
gears and stuff like that as well?
Gears, there's so many options, it's unbelievable. These things are, well, they're like Formula 1 cars.
Is this RC for real true geeks?
Yes.
It is.
Real,
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad.
real
Can we see you drifting? Can you drift first off as well?
No, we'll get my special friend there.
Right, your special friend. This would be Shin, would it?
Can I borrow you a second?
Shin. Okay, this is Shin. Shin, welcome to Hexus. How you doing? All right?
Yes, how are you?
Not bad, not bad. So you're going to be showing us some drifting, are you?
Yep.
Okay. Are you any sort of like world champion or anything in drifting?
Maybe.
He's going to be modest.
Yeah.
He's going to be modest. Right. Okay. You're all ready to go. I'm going to stand back. Shin, you take over. Right. You've got him pointing the wrong way down the track.
He can drive
it doesn't matter.
anything. This one we've got the blue inertia lights on the wheels, so the wheels glow up when you're driving.
Oh yeah, you can just make that out. Yeah.
We've got the flashing LED kit, the rear light kit on it. It's fully drifted up.
And I think to be fair to Shin, it needs to be said, because you mentioned about the width of the track. This is too narrow, really, isn't it?
This is the size of track that we run the Di Nanos on. The normal track is 1 metre wide, so he's obviously got a lot more room to play with, and to do this takes a load of skill on a track this size.
Right, okay, so there we go. So if they want to get hold of one of these, anybody watching, where do they need to go?
bleedingedgeracing.com.
bleedingedgeracing.com, and what's the starting price?
Starting price is about £100, and then the sky's the limit on upgrades, batteries. You will get lost in all of the geekiness that's involved in these cars.
Okay, and hopefully there's a good support community as well to help the complete beginner out.
We have our own forum, which is minirc.com. There are many people in the UK that race these cars now, and it's starting to really pick up. And also another point is, if you're racing a bigger car or a larger scale car, these will improve your reaction times in the off season. I've recently gone back to temp scale touring cars, which after a 5-year break I'm coming first and second in any race I go to.
Fantastic, there you go.
From driving these.
Right, so there you go. Check out soon on HCTV for more from the Gadget Show live up here in the Birmingham NEC. Go on, cane it, cane it, cane it.